Today on MTG Unpacked, we're getting stuck into the first of the Pioneer Challenger decks. So this is Mono Red Burn. I like the shiny box here. So what is Mono Red Burn? It is overwhelming your opponent with a swarm of creatures and finishing the job with a few well-placed lightning strikes to their face. So you can see a couple of the cards there. That one was a particular favorite of mine. Battle ready 60 card deck, 15 card sideboard and deck box. Let's get into it. So the Pioneer format, if you're not aware, was invented in 2019. I like this. Turn up the heat. It contains cards that were in standard going back to Return to Ravnica and everything forward. So you can imagine a fair bit larger card pool than standard. Okay, so we do have a divider here. Very nice. Soulscar Mage. And let's see what else we've got. The actual deck itself. A divider. And what is this? Something about Pioneer, I would imagine. Check it out. Okay, so these are the other decks. So what is Pioneer? Where can you play it? And a bunch of decks. So we've got the Azorius Spirits, Ores of Auras, Mono Red Burn, and Lotus Field combo. So we'll be checking out the rest of those in future videos. Bit of a poster there. Alright, so we've got the sideboard with the Chandra. That's what I was hoping would be in here. I actually played a similar deck to this back in the day when it was in standard. So awesome to see it. Now let's see if I can get into this deck here. And we will check it out without ruining everything. Okay, so let's see. We've got basics and non-basic lands. Let's take a look at those near the end of the video. Okay, so we start off here with Bomat Courier. So it's an artifact creature construct 1/1 for 1 with haste. Whenever it attacks, exile the top card of your library face down. You can't look at it. And for a red, discard your hand. Sacrifice Bomat Courier. You get to put all cards exiled with Bomat Courier into their owner's hands. Alrighty, so that was another cool one. And so we get 2, 3 of these. Oh, 4 of these. Okay, complete playset. So that was from Kaladesh. Soulscar Mage, creature, human, wizard, 1/2 for a single red with prowess. So that means creatures with prowess, they get +1/+1 until end of turn whenever the controller casts a non-creature spell. So if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a creature an opponent controls, put that many -1/-1 counters on that creature instead. So that's a pretty awesome one. That's from Armenket, which is actually when I started playing. So we get a complete play set of those. And of course, Bone Crusher Giant. Creature Giant 4/3 for 3. Whenever it becomes the target of a spell, it deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. And it has this Stomp 1 and a red, instant adventure, damage can't be prevented this turn. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target. So this one rotated out of standard recently. From Throne of Eldraine. Next up, looks like we just have a common here from Dominaria. Gitu Lava Runner, creature, human, wizard, 1/2 for a single red. As long as there are 2 or more instant and or sorcery cards in your graveyard, Gitu Lava Runner gets +1/+0 and has haste. Talarians teach the theory of pyromancy. Their Gitu prefer applied research. Alright, so let's see. This is just a low-end creature. You want to bring him out on the first turn if you can. Monastery Swiftspear. This is another nice one. Creature, human, monk, 1/2 for a single red with haste and also prowess. Excellent. So I'm imagining a play set of these as well. That is correct. Viashino Pyromancer from Core 2019. Creature Viashino Wizard 2/1 for 2. When it enters battlefield, it deals 2 damage to target player or planeswalker. So you've probably got the idea of burn by now. You just want to do a lot of direct damage as often as possible. Wild Slash. Instant for a single red, has Ferocious. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, damage can't be prevented this turn. Wild Slash deals 2 damage to any target, so that's pretty versatile. So we're getting 4 of those. Okay, we're probably just going to get 4 of everything, actually. We've got Lightning Strike. Instant for 2. It deals 3 damage to any target. Nice. Also from Core 2019 and a million other times before that. Light Up the Stage. So this one was from Ravnica Allegiance. Sorcery for 3. Spectacle for a red. So you can cast a spell for its spectacle cost rather than its mana cost. If an opponent lost life this turn, you get to exile the top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. Another nice one when it was back in Standard a couple of years back. Wizard's Lightning, another one from Dominaria. Instant for 3. The spell costs 2 less to cast if you control a wizard. Wizard's Lightning deals 3 damage to any target. So you will notice we do have the Gitu Lava Runner is a wizard. We got the, who was the other one? The Viashino, I think. Pyromancer was another one. So you do have some wizards to take advantage of that. And is that it? Okay, that is the deck. Pretty simple and straightforward. Now let's take a look at the mana base here, and then we'll take a look at the sideboard. You got Ramunap Ruins, Land Desert, tap 4 colorless mana, tap, pay 1 life, you get to add red to your mana pool, and for 2 and 2 red, tap, sack a desert, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. And let me guess, we're probably going to get 4 of those. Okay, so again, doing more direct damage. And then Mountains, what are these from Core 2021? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 together with those. So that's 20 lands. All right, and we will take a look at the sideboard up next. So the Chandra, I think I used to run 4 of these in my Standard deck at the time. Awesome card. Bit cheaper these days though. I think it was going for like anywhere from like 20 to 30 bucks at the time. So it's Chandra, Torch of Defiance, Legendary Planeswalker Chandra, 4 loyalty for 4, hit +1. Exile the top card of your library. You may cast that card. If you don't, Chandra, Torch of Defiance deals 2 damage to each opponent. The other +1, add 2 red mana, -3, it deals 4 damage to target creature, -7. This is pretty crazy. You get an emblem with, whenever you cast a spell, this emblem deals 5 damage to any target. So the game's pretty much over at that point, if you can pull that. Okay, so just 1 Chandra, okay. Roiling Vortex, enchantment for 2 at the beginning of each player's upkeep. It deals 1 damage to that player. And whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast that spell, Roiling Vortex deals 5 damage to that player. And for a red, your opponents can't gain life this turn, so that's pretty handy. If you're up against a life gain deck, you can just get some damage in there, no worries. 4 of those, and our mate, Goblin Chain Whirler, creature Goblin Warrior, 3/3 for 3 with first strike. When he enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. So if you're up against like a mono white deck with a ton of 1/1 creatures, this will wipe them out nicely. So we're probably getting, oh, only 3 of those, okay. Searing Blood, instant for 2. It deals 2 damage to target creature when that creature dies this turn. Searing Blood deals 3 damage to the creature's controller. Alright, so some removal there, and also doing some damage to the player. Magma Spray, instant for a single red. It deals 2 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. So we have tons of Bernie goodness in this deck. So this is actually something I played quite a bit of Standard back in the day. I really like the deck, very simple, straightforward. I don't think it would be terribly powerful in Pioneer though. There's a bunch of other options. It's probably a lower tier deck. Leave a note in the comments what you think about this one. Is there anything you would do to upgrade it? And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for more Magic the Gathering unboxings, and be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. Hope everyone's staying safe and healthy out there. Thanks for watching and have a great day.